EA Sports, it's in the game. This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes...
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but she leash. Where's the love in the streets? Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You don't pretend, living a lie. We don't be gay.
The snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Forced out to his left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the 1st.
I know the fans want to see 1st downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 63 yards. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Watch the whip. Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Squeeze. Get in there. Hot.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. He's going to look deep for more. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Chris Jones on the stop.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Wilson. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Chubb will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mahomes to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And that'll be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Go.
Smith will come in motion right.
Delta. Mike's in. Mike.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On 1st down, Wilson.
What we got?
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. He could only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Mahomes again. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
third down, Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 51 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Finding room at midfield. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jets use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Jeff Smith, 66 yards. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Mahomes now to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 57. Mike. 57.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season, and it's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.